Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to 7 Days KiloMike. It's me, your boy JD Sensei. How we doing? I'm nice, Joel. I closed your door for you. Okay, we're gonna run back. We're gonna drop off the solar cells. He won't take them yet. He'll buy them tomorrow, I would assume. I'll make some of that money back. I wasted. I guess I didn't waste it, but I didn't read up on how they worked. It doesn't make any sense, but I guess that's a problem. If I need better batteries, I could just craft better batteries, but we cannot craft solar cells. Actually, so in that regard, it probably now. I was thinking it'd be in my best interest to throw the solar cells in the bike, and I'm like, wait, no, we're gonna have a hunting episode later, so it's probably a better idea to do that. All right, let's sort that out and get rid of this for now. And let's go ahead and grab up a crap ton of shotgun ammo. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, because I should have two more. 1, 2, 3 for the extra one, and I should have the ammo I need for the other one. All right, so we can grab this out of here. The other one is going to be 5 more turrets in 40 minutes. We're going to grab this and take that back over. And we still have some upgrading to do. That's something that's on the agenda. So lots of stuff. And then I think what we're going to do is continue working on the road after that, because not a lot got done last episode because I'm sitting here trying to figure out the electricity and how it's working. It doesn't make any sense that it would the power bank would work that way, where I was getting, for lack of a better phrase, C blocked by the fact that I only had 101 watts. So I was like, yeah, but the battery bank's got 242. That should have taken precedence. Because my idea was to have the solar bank charge the battery banks, and then the battery banks having a higher wattage could run the equipment, but it don't work that way. Apparently. Apparently. I could be wrong. All right, so we're going to add in that bad boy. And I should have picked that up because I screwed up. All right. I meant to aim that. All right, let's go ahead and give you some ammo. Lock set ammo. All right, let's ammo everybody up. Lock in the ammo. Let's do the same here. Boop. Lock in that ammo. And user. Technically, I might be building one more shotgun turret than I need. I didn't lock the ammo. I think I'm building one more than I need. I'm building 5, right? I only need 4. Oh well, it's always good to have spares. All right, so we need to grab this, got that, and come on down here. So by my math, that should be correct. 9 items attached to one switch, with this one daisy chaining onto this, and this is only connected to 2. I would think. If you're an electrician, you do not want to do that, because this. I'm assuming this is a series circuit, which would be bad. The load would be ridiculous on it. All right, let's go ahead and lock in that ammo. All right. Check our battery again, which is almost full. So once that battery is full, it should stop draining the generator. Just like this one is not draining because those batteries are full, correct? Yes. So I get 242 off that. I get 246 off this with the option of turning this off and swapping out a battery. So if I can find some 5s or 6s, throw them in here, whether they're charged or not, they should be fine. Now, if I keep an eye on that, this should cop out in a little bit. Let's go ahead and refuel real quick. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to refuel it. There we go. And same here. Go ahead and refuel. Now there should be not be any draw. All right. So let's go ahead and pop this baby this way. So I guess we can just take this go like this. Just work our way up to here. I got a skill point. Yay! Which I could probably use here. Alright. Let's go ahead and get our blocks in here. And let's throw these in. Right now, these... Oh, my bad. Wrong block. Go ahead and copy that. Perfect. Okay. So, this is 1, 2, 3 wide. So let's go and do this. Yeah. 1, 2, 3 wide. And then it should be that, right? And then we cut this back to this way. All right. And one more. Okay. And then cut this crap out right here. Like so. Cut all this garbage out. All right, and that should fit, right? Okay, and then we can do this. Yep, still 3. Okay, and then we could just chop this like so, right? And then we can eventually take the auger out, but at least we'll have the road up to the base all set. Which was my evil plan from the get-go. Actually, it wasn't. I was never originally intending to put a road here, but I figured it'd make sense to do so. Booyah. Okay. And then we can hollow that out. And we can not worry about this. Maybe take it down a row. Because we do have to put up more of that. I don't know. Did this look stupid if I did this? Not really. Kind of just want to take it down one so it's not hanging over the top. You know? All right, so we do want to hollow this out of here. So, and then that's going to turn this way. This will also get us more stone for the various stuff we got to make. I'm hollowing this out so we can eventually get more planters down here. I am on the fence. Do I want to make asphalt or something weird put for a road? I haven't really decided yet. Alright, there we go. And we do have to hollow out the rest of this over here. We get the same issue, and we do need an outer row. Because we didn't make like an inner row and an outer row. Technically, not really. We're going to run the planters along, and we'll pick up these blocks eventually. Right now, they're just here for emotional support. It's my story, I'm sticking to it. So, eventually going to make sense, I promise. Not anytime soon, but it is eventually. I'm in sort of a race to see if I can get this base to where I want it. I think we'll have it where I want it. Well before we get to the next update, I think. About the only thing that's going to slow me down is the whatchamacalls there, my farming blocks. But again, that's not that big of an issue. I think clay might be the limiting factor, but then again, all right, give me some stamina. Actually, I should just eat and drink. That will generate a lot of that. All right, so plop that on out of there. All right, so, and again, for right now, we know we're going to put planter boxes out here. We're going to do one more row, which is going to be the actual outer layer. So we're going to roll on in here. And just start it over here. And again, this just generates a lot of stone and stuff like that that we can use later for goodies. All right, so I do want to kind of chop that down a little bit just to even it out. And you can see over here, like this is going to be pure concrete. Then it's going to be this. Then the inner row is going to be whatever the inner row is, right? I could go get the auger for this, and I'm like, whatever. It's not that much here. We'll knock all this down. I actually need more drink now that I look at it. Need a little bit more drinky drink. I'm sure the auger generates a bit more stuff, probably. I don't really care to test it. But I am sort of in a race before the update. I thought I might get in another series. We'll see. It sounds like the update might be farther along than we think. But again, I'm not on the experimental. That's the PC folks. And we still don't have a date. I'm not going to lie. I don't really partake of the official forums or anything like that. I just kind of pop on it if, you know, somebody like Spartan85 or whatever pops into my feed and with an update, and then I'll check it out. If not, it'll be a big surprise. I'll turn on my system one day and it'll be like, oh, by the way, you got an update. I'll be like, oh, really? I do? Neat. All right, so we got a lot of stuff hollowed out there. Maybe we'll go waste some concrete here on a few things. I guess we can actually use the front friggin' door, which I could have made powered, but I actually don't think I'm there yet. I think what we will do, though, is we will pop this out of here. We'll pop this in here. Again, I'm still on the fence about the lighting in here. Oh, well, that happened. My aim was off. All right. I do think I guess we technically would want to go all the way around with concrete. So I might do that now. Kind of want to do that. Ah, damn it. Stupid lag. It's fine. I'll paint over it, but still. I don't really care if this is not fully upgraded. Not a lot of weight up there either, and I was afraid the weight of the stupid thing there might be too much. All right, since I fudged up and upgraded something I didn't mean to, I'm gonna fix this just so it makes sense. And again, I don't really care if cobblestone is in the middle. You should not really have a chance to bust this stuff up. All right, now we want to check this. You should have dropped a little bit. You did not drop a little bit. Did you charge? You are fully charged. Okay. You are fully charged. You are fully charged. I should have no issues because, again, the switches are off. You are on, right? You aren't on. That would make sense. All right. All right, so both generators are on. Both of these are on. They're just not actively doing anything. All right, we're at 1,700 hours. We actually are good to go for the moment. A lot of lag, but that's to be expected. All right, so what I want to do then is I want to go back to base. Again, these planters are going to be a pain in the ass just because of what they take to build. But we should be good. I think with the concrete I've manufactured, I have enough to finish up upgrading. You know what I didn't do is the frickin' fence, but we can get to that. I'm not anticipating anything other than a bear, a white, or a dire wolf to actually go through the volume of fire if I flip those switches to get to me. You know, I'm not anticipating anything being that badass. That's a lot of firepower to walk through. I mean, they could technically do it if they came right through the door because the only thing they're going to have is like 3 shoddy turrets and an SMG turret. But if they come from the sides, they are screwed royally. All right, so we're going to take half of this, put it in there. We're going to take that half, put it in there. Nope, we're not going to do that. My bad. The wrong one. All right, we want to take half this, and then we want to divide it by 2. Keep you guys going. Go ahead and make more concrete. Crop that up. There you go. Let's check this stuff out. You are both done. Yeah, so I have more than enough concrete to accomplish what I meant to accomplish. So we are going to throw that concrete in here. And throw the cobble in there for now, which I think is correct. Yep. All right, I am going to take any shoddy turrets that are available, which is 2, and the other 3. Yeah, so I am going to build an extra one. What I wanted to do is check, can I make, what do I need for asphalt? Okay, so you need oil shale, stone, and sand. Alrighty. Let's get, we have the sand. Go ahead. And we're going to take about half of this. And let's see what we can make. How long? It takes 16 seconds per block. 8, okay. So go ahead and max that out. Max that out. Give me 179 of those. Okay, that'll take 48 minutes. All right, the next thing I wanted to take a look at was, let me sort this mess out. All right, I think it might be the clay that's holding us back from farm blocks. Let's go ahead and take that out and take, I think it might be the clay. I think it's 100 clay per block, right? Theoretically. Yeah, this is going to take a lot. Man, I got to dig up an ass ton of clay. All right. Field trip. All right. That makes sense. All right. Let's get that out of there. Let's go ahead and drop that off. Let's drop that off at a fit. All right. And for right now, we'll dump that back off. We'll let that build up. We'll go take the shotgun turrets out. We'll go hook those up. And then we'll take a ride to the north of town. We'll go mine up some clay. The last half. We'll just go ham in the forest. So I'm going to need a lot of that. Probably about 10,000 clay. And I know some of you probably thinking, no way he needs that much. Yes way, Ted. Yes, I do. All right. I also need to do that, but I really need to get the clay so I can get the farm block started. Let's go ahead and kick out the upgrade tool. Let's get these 2 shoddy turrets up. And I'll only load one of them. I think we'll do these 2 first. All right. Get up here. All right. Took it off the sprint. Let's go ahead and grab that. I said grab that. There we go. It did not work. And we might actually be too far. Are you serious? That stupid switch. All right, so what I may need to do is grab a relay and put it right here. Son of a bitch. All right, let me go ahead and... all right. Might have to just hook up a relay, which is my fault for dumping off the damn relays. I thought about it. Oh, at least I got those down. Let me drop in some ammo here in this one. So this will at least give me a little leeway for the ammo. So I just go, if another turret's up, I'll grab another 3 ammo. If another turret's up, I'll grab a few more. Sounds like there's a buzzard around. Awfully quiet for the neutral zone, huh? Usually not this quiet out here, but I'm not going to bitch about it. And tomorrow I get to start off with a horde night, with an overnight, and we'll do some more hunting, stuff like that. I might scrap that car too, just see if I can score a better battery. But I think I can actually build batteries now. I have to check and see what tier I can make. All right, how we doing? All right, you got plenty. I think we'll just leave that in here for now, and this I get to like, turn off. So I'm just wasting stuff at the moment. All right, anything I want to take? I guess I could just drop that off. All right, let's see if we got one of the anything done. No. Okay, that's fine. We'll just take one relay. Let's just throw that right there, and then we'll grab. I think I needed 3 shoddy ammo for this, which is there you go. 3. We got some shoddy ammo. So it gives me a reason to use all this freaking ammo I'm stocking up on. All right, I think if I put the relay there, that'll help. Oh, it must be an episode because it's about getting ready to piss on us. Because of course it is. Still don't know how I feel about the weather update just being, you know, wild weather, but it still doesn't do anything to you, which is kind of weird. But okay, I suppose that's a thing. All right, let me get that relay into the hot bar. Shut up, pigeon. Then what we'll do is we'll run this relay. We'll put it right up on the edge. So I'm pretty sure I can, yeah, I guess right there is fine. All right, and then we can just take this, grab it, connect it up, and then take this and connect these two. Technically, if I think about it, should cut down on the connections I was worried about. All right, and then we'll give you, is it you that needed ammo? Yep. Go ahead and lock that in. And I did lock in your ammo. Okay. All right, let's take a look. No draw. Okay, I'm going to flip this. You are fully charged, correct? Okay. I'm going to flip that bad boy on. Check. Running. Run. Oh, who's firing? Who's shooting? Why was somebody shooting? Maybe there was a buzzard? Oh, okay, what are you shooting at? Yeah, they are shooting at the buzzard. You dumbasses. Oh, I know you work. Okay, not sure why the buzzards pissed it off. Okay. I'll turn that off now. Obviously, that was a waste. All right. I mean, it doesn't hurt anything. It's just weird that it decided to do that. All right, so that worked out the way I wanted it to, and it should cut down the load a bit. I did not know that you could just leave the generator on as long as you don't turn the, have any of the active items running. And technically, I turn the generators off and let it run via battery. So either way, that works. All right, but I think we're going to call it a day on the wiring. I'm gonna cut that out. I'm going to actually throw my med kits in there. And I'm going to store the gas. And then we're going to grab the... Actually, I'm not going to store the gas. I'm going to pop the auger out. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the auger. We're going to take half the gas, add it to here. So we're going to drop this auger down in here. And then we're going to take these down. And while I'm on my way, I'm going to repair everything. So let's go ahead and repair this, repair this, repair this, repair that, repair that. And we're going to switch off to this, go back to the bunker, and we're going to head over to the forest, get a good hour or so, maybe hour and a half, 2 hours, to mine up some stuff. So I think I got a pretty good handle right now of the way that electricity works. I could also put some blade traps on the concrete floor if I really wanted to be annoying, or electric fences and stuff like that. It's all about managing the load. There's just that weird portion there where I'm sitting there, I was like, how does this load work? You know, and just the realization that that potential in the solar bank looked like it was the max potential of stuff I could run, which again doesn't make sense because technically, maybe it's because of how the battery bank is coded. The battery bank is not treated. It is treated as a source, but you can't connect 2 generators to a battery bank because they're the lead connection. But you can connect 2 battery banks to something else because they are not treated as such. It's just a little weird. I was thinking more of an alternating power supply. I guess it's not. That's a sound effect. I guess it's not that advanced, the wiring, where it could differentiate that, hey, this is, if this doesn't work, use this. It doesn't do that, but that's whatever. Makes no sense, but I don't care. Or I could just go north. Spider zombie, regular ass bear. What I'm looking for, okay, found that. What I'm looking for is the pine forest and the road, if at all possible. Yeah, there we go. We just hit everything. I hate driving in this joint. It's absolute ass. Okay. I did that on purpose because I did not do that on purpose. I figure if I can stay north-northeast, eventually I'll run. You know what I can do is just freaking bop out onto this a bit. There's less crap to hit out here. And just ride up until I run into the forest. I know the forest is north of me. Right there. I can see it. And then I can just find the road from there. But if I stay off the wasteland a bit, we shouldn't have to worry about it. I already have a fairly good hole dug over here somewhere, so that is the thing. All right, now if I go west, I should run into the hole. I really should grab some more plants too, but I could probably buy that crap, so I think that's my hole right there. It sure as hell is. Yeah, let me just run right into it. There we go. Got my dumbass out of that bitch. Alright, we are going to tear this apart. The option of just getting some gas. Another engine. We got a Weight Watchers convention over here, apparently. I'm guessing. Scrap iron, we'll take that off your hands. Go away, sir. I'm actually going to check this one, too. Sounded like something was that way. Sure. Scrap that down. A little oil never hurt anybody. Alright. We did not get any batteries. Okay, there's somebody in the trees. Dave. I don't know why. I just wanted to see if there were any eggs. Force a habit from the older games. All right, so let's go ahead and auger up. See how much clay I can get. In the very little time I have, but oh yeah, it goes. Clay goes up pretty quick with the auger. See how much we're at on refill. Okay, 242 on a not even a full one. We're gonna go ham here. Get to about 2100. This way we can really get a start on the farm block. That's the plan. Kind of got to be doom, 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 doom. Okay, we're already up over 6K. Again, it's going to take quite a lot of clay to do what I want to do. I would assume. And this should draw screamers, I would assume, because they do not like the auger. They don't like it. Get rather pissy about loud noise, but we're about to hit out of gas. Okay, we're at 10K and we do see some trash. Sure. Screw that crap. I'll grab the stone here. Am I actually... Oh my god, I've made a mess. Okay. Let's give that another go. See if we can. Well, we should be at 2 stacks fairly soon. But this is only so it's 100 per. So 1,000 gives me 10. So 10,000 gives me. Okay, I'm wondering if he followed me from a million. Are you freaking serious, you dumbass? Go away. I'm wondering if he followed me from all the way where he was. We get 2 stacks out of this. Probably just burn out the fuel and mosey on back. Once this fuel runs out of this this load, we'll just mosey on back with what we got. Should be fine. And then we can just grab all our rotten meat, grab all our other stuff, and then see what we end up with. I didn't think it would take that long. I figured I'd bring out the auger. A little stone while we're out here for fun and adventure. Okay, that's it. All right, so we should have, what, 3 nice stacks? Nice. All right, I'm going to pop this out. And I'm going to go fisticuffs and grab a couple more chrysanthemum. 1 more chrysanthemum. That sounds good. Also, let me murder a tree or 2 out here. That out because we don't need that. I have no idea why I decided to murder 1 chrysanthemum, but that's the thing. Okay, so we got four full cars out here. So we will tear these bad boys apart. Let's see what we can store. Got a battery. We'll check it later and see if it's in a decent battery or if it's a piece of ass. An SUV out here. Got a couple of vehicle magazines. Sure. It's a level 3, so I think I'm just going to break that down. I don't think I want a level 3. And again, I'm of the opinion I can just make those. Alright, we'll tear this one apart. See if I get any more batteries. Batteries, there's a battery. Okay. Oh! Okay, we got a nuisance, sorry. Got a nuisance over here. Let me, bum rush. Oh, well, you hit me. Okay, you're dead. Alright, just walk through that radiation like I care. What is that? Oh, that's a puppy, right? Come here, Rover. Hey, Rover. Hey, Rover. Hey, Rover. Go away. And we'll take some eggs. Alright, so out of the 2 batteries I scored, we'll scrap that one. But we do... Oh, well, sorry. We'll scrap that one. And we'll hold on to the 6 so we can run that over to base. I might actually run right to the base now. I should make it with plenty of time. We're just going to murder some more cars. But I'm like, you know what? We'll just go jump to the base. We'll swap out the bad battery. Hey, look, there's a body though. I was like, why is he chasing me? And then I'm looking at my health. I'm like, oh, I'm at 176. Well, yeah, that makes sense. I'm injured. Fine, as long as I roughly stay on the road. Roughly. Yeah, I should have enough time to throw this bad boy in here. Should, theoretically, be able to zip down to my base, get set where I need to be, and then just rock and roll from there. Say it's the Sunset Nursing Home, the place I think I have a quest on and have just been ignoring for the entire time. Yeah, I should make it with plenty of time. All right. We'll take out the 3, we'll throw in the 6, we should be good to go. Beef everything up as we go, right? Also got that treasure chest to go get to. The treasure map. So I got tons of stuff I need to do. I'm just procrastinating and not doing it. That would be sensible. And JD is nothing about no sense. I'm about the action and adventure. And by action, I apparently mean using a frickin' wiring kit. That makes sense. But we toss it at tier 6, and as we get batteries, we'll swap out crappy ones with the better ones, and we'll just work our way up. We're at 178 health, so we might draw in that vulture. He can do whatever. I don't really care. That was the first time I aggroed one of them bastards, too, in a long time. That wasn't part of a POI, just a randomly rolling around dude. Scooby Devil. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, little shit! Get the fudge out of my face. Little bastard. I wonder if that's the one that followed me all the way here. Did I whack my fence somewhere? Yep. Yeah, there we go. That's the one I whacked. Okay. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. Take the 3 out. Throw in the 6. Booyah. Turn that back on. That way it'll make sure it is constantly charging up. It's good to go. Yeah, like I said, neither one of these has taken any juice. I need to scrap this battery. I do actually want to see what I need. I know I need acid to make a battery, of course. That would make sense. But I think the main thing we want to do is drop some of this crap off. Hey, yeah, this is going to look nice when it's ready. When it's ready. Yeah, that's the reason I was making the concrete, is for this outer layer right there. And I left the bike this way. We should have enough time to prep for the night. Just basically to say, just throw some crap into the forges. Get them ready to go. See what I don't have a lot of stone right now, but I don't need a lot of stone. If I do, I can just find a hill out here, and like that one off to my right, and just tear it down. That's my thoughts on the subject. Okay, pop off there. Grab the water that obviously came up. Here. I need to drink and eat. That'll help me heal a bit. Throw out these eggs. Throw these in here. I can make 2 seeds. Yay. And nothing out of... Well, one of those 2. All right, so what I want to get rid of is the spare engines I just picked up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we wanted to go in here and drop off that, which is useless. Actually, this is full, so let's do that. And I'll neaten that up a bit, and we'll just drop the overstock in here that we don't need. All right, we did drop off clay, and I want the clay back. And I do want all this. And I want 6K there. And then we'll just jump over here. And we'll take these 3. And we'll put them somewhere. What I wanted to do is go to farm plots, blocks. Do that. I can make 75, which is definitely not going to be enough. Oh, what's slowing me down here? Oh, okay. Now it's the rotten meat, which is fine. All right, let's sort this mess out a bit. And the other thing I wanted to make was, I believe, batteries. What do I need for a battery? I got a few minutes. That's going to take 24 minutes. We'll go to science. And can I make batteries? You know what I might need is a chem station. Chemistry station. All right, we're going to track this too. All right, I need a beaker. I don't think I have a spare beaker. Not 100% sure. I might, but I don't think I do. Might be SOL on the beaker. Yeah, I'm SOL on the beaker. I think a beaker is something I need. Okay, beaker is definitely on. Now I can get rid of this. And we can split this into here. Turn it on, have some fun. All right, let me get rid of the acid. Acid, the spare clay, that crap. What else? Anything? Water. Drop off the coal for now. The extra clay. All right. We look pretty good to go, and of course it's the end of the episode. You are good to go. We'll might fuel that later. All right, but thanks guys so much for joining me. My name is JD Sensei. This has been 7 days. Good, I got enough pots. 7 days to KiloMike. If you like the video, leave a like. If you haven't subscribed, please do consider doing so. I do upload every single day. Have a great day, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye now.